82nd province, as it was once called, and we've seen a return to full.
Fallen off his chair. That's why he's currently not moving.
And oh, it looks like they'll even find him in the end.
And in zone
pause that no one could have seen coming.
No.
Post-match interviews, the conversation. Whoa, Yassine it is! He's gone for the forward dash, a staple of Yassine, and one man wish he didn't try to steal away. Levin's got two, and a little bit more! Oh, I talk about a round like this! Planting to try and bait them into aggression, and aggression's about to come through. Krofek had the angle, and he had the reaction. Falling down, and it's all onto Ada Captain.
Oh, for a clutch. First shot connected, know where his opponent is, and wants to try and bait him, Profek, to spamming and taking a big risk around the side of it. Jumping through the air.
He's in midair.
Excellent. Clutching up in the pistol, but they've got to be careful. Already, Levin is down early, but Yumpy, there you go. Back again.
Levin very close to falling. Zeus walking through the nano. He's been 4 rounds before they can equalize. Weak weapons and no Zeus to fall back every time, and this is where they won it. Almost. The ult, he's taken their utility out of their hands at least. There'll be no lockdown to close out this round, but that'll unlikely to see that even put through. 1v2, an opportunity here. He pops the pistol out, trying to bait some movement. So far, there's none to be found. That's great information, though. He knows there's one towards market. He's looking for that point of contact, and he'll know that the swing will come in from his left as soon as he gets it. But for now, patience out of Mr. Fallen, letting Yumpy make the first move. A beautiful plan, a beautiful display. Now, what should be a secured round off time alone. Hunter's Fury may be needed if the first pick was found, but there's still a man on the site to lock it down.
That was almost too easy for them to clear the remainder, so Alt Economy firmly in the face.
Well, as we said, there's been many a time of patient display as they... Oh my goodness, Levin! Relax, he's found another! A fourth, in fact! The young gun of Levin denied the ace again! And it's Cracks looking to pick up the pieces with just sociable. A round that could go BBL's way, a stick to half that cost him his life, and somehow a Red Bull clutch needed from Foot. That should have been an easy closeout, but Levin, he almost made it happen.
I know what. Levin, no surprise, looking to get aggressive. You can't really blame him at this point. He's been so good thus far, but he has been shut down.
With Mr. Fallen late into main, you can't expect Yumpy to be here, but he gets him anyways.
Played isolated.
150 health on Mr. Fallen. Not a scratch after those early duels. Up close is Magnum. One shot needed, and it's Mr. Fallen. He did. Yedije was trained in on him. The Blade Storm for both, but it's Zeus to bring the thunder. And Yumpy falling to the same storm. BBL, they were knocking on Vic 4 Foot. Nothing but success, and this is what we feared.
Oh, that had some vigor to it.
Jeez.
I heard that in the mic.
But we talked about
Used to clear a lot of that backside, maybe even push them back into the spawn. Instead, moving them into an awkward position. Magnum's done well. Already another pick, Cracks within the site. Hunter's Fury being utilized to try and do some damage, but it really hasn't slowed them too much. And in fact, Yumpy is already on that defuse. I think a drone's being utilized from outside the site. There was no one left to deny them. Right at the depths, BBL will take us to overtime.
I'm not sure how they've managed that, Tom. That looked like a bit of a tricky situation. Hunter's Fury even put in to allow those players...
is all but guaranteed.
I don't know how Yedije survived so long. He's got 2 HP, almost wanted him to get involved in that last fight. But they're more interested in the in-zone flawless, a statement fight back from Foot as another OT is now secured. And a gamble of going play into their hand, breaking it, and then playing for the A site, but rotations have come in. 3 players A. It's actually light on B after that early util. In fact, the person who placed the util now sitting around middle. It's allowing them to be stacked up and ready to take these fights. Maybe not together in the case of Mr. Fallen, who's isolated, but he doesn't need to swing, and he's got backup if they swing into him. This is a great setup from Foot. And one that, again, BBL thought that they were faking. They were pump faking B by breaking that util. Instead, they played into Foot's hands. And now, okay, they've got A control. They have a stack up there. They've got deep B control.
Oh, there's no way.
Let's try to walk through mid. That's the right response, but the wrong round. With Yedije waiting for that very play. Foot one step ahead, and they've got a 4v2 as a result back in their hands. This province can be seized, and this is the first step to success. Profek and Magnum stand in their way. It's now just one, but they're desperately low. A few shots landed, and it's back in BBL's favor. Magnum with the monster play and the Red Bull clutch. The dash got past them. The plant will be secured. Sociable looking to make a play, and he's got one at least.
It's brought the round at least back into the realms of possibility. Mr. Fallen low and go half defusal, not quite garnered, but it's now left all onto Özel. The spray's a little bit wild. He's gonna go jumping through. He'll clutch it out. Another Red Bull clutch, this time in Foot's favor, and it just like a trigger ball.
He knows his dash distances. So we'll tag on Mr. Fallen, but out of captain, returning a bit more damage. 3 pickups. And it's looking like he needs a little more, in fact, because he's closed in on my social. Fired in the back of this plant, but he should be dead. Özel's got the wrap, he's got the read, and the spray, not quite there, but Cracks picks up the pieces. At long last, a defensive round is on the board. This could spell the rotate around. Will bring them right into Levin's waiting arms.
He's not connected. Magnum, though, is still there and still kicking. He can be the distraction. And then Levin's there on the swing around. He survives with that operator, and BBL survive once again.
Well, there it is. I wanted to see the op in action, Tom. We got to see it closing out the round. Also, that deep control held late. So important. I don't want to hear a single, I don't want to read a single comment about Zeus. Oh, his opening duels, he didn't get as many picks as Levin did. Look at this guy entering. He's always on his own, man. He's diving in. There's 4 pieces.
We find ourselves once more 2 players versus 3. Sociable's still going. He's not stopped. He just wants to take this round into his own hands, and the rest of the team look to go alongside. We are not done just yet. 20-20. Records may be broken as we are still going.
Unbelievable, Tom. A game going this
up. They've still got to be careful, though. Don't give anything to Mr. Fallen and a captain. They have been sublime in these clutch moments, but here comes Yumpy to add one more. We are not done just yet. 21. The majority of the players around this spot on the map, just walk through it like nobody would ever be there. Sociable's played there so many times. The quick thinking of Foot, though, is to go back towards the A side. BBL are matching them, though. They are hightailing it in this direction. Profek in position. Shots not connected initially, but he's still holding the line. It's down to just add a captain. Another clutch needed. And he can just teleport to the other side of the map. He can plant for himself as he'll take this 1v1.
It's it wide open as well. He could go spawn, mark it into the boathouse. Magnum has to clear it all. 15 seconds until he has a haunt, so he takes it slow. Self taking no chances. He knows by now that the play is not through spawn. He's hearing the steps even now, the door closing. Knows exactly where Magnum is, and he just faces, swings wide, but misses every single shot. Time bought, the Prowler will confirm his position. It might get him half. Magnum's gonna stick it, the swing out. He's not making it now, pulls his gun out, but it's too late. It's too late, he needs the kill, and he doesn't have time anymore. It's done, and a captain's pulled it across the line. Another Red Bull clutch to keep the game going, Tom. It's history, no matter what.
Yeah,
We've already beat.
Still behind them that they need to deal with. An open plant ready for that Özel lurk to come back through. And I'll be honest with you, it seems like an oversight. They've completely forgotten that he's there, swinging in from behind, but they found every single pick. Time is ticking, though. Özel left to try and do it all. Needs to try and save this team one more time. Hits the headshot, needs to get the spam, but instead it's the defusal! It is finally done! Right in front of their noses!
25-23. A record set and a record set straight.